So today I'm here at Dance Vision Studios in McKinney, Texas. We're gonna go inside and meet the owner. So let's do this.
All right, nice to meet you. Come on in the studio.
Oh, awesome.
Come on in, this is where the magic happens. We're in the ballroom. Here you have your private lessons, your group lessons, our parties. We have management office over to the side. Never want to be called into the naughty classroom, right? You know? Here we have our Team McKinney wall. So this is some of our students and some of the fun events that we've been doing recently. We have all things out and about, dinner dances, competitions, fun team matches, theme parties and stuff. If you ever need the restroom while you're here, some restrooms on the side. When we have our party, we got the kitchen area here, which is where we get all our refreshments and our food out.
Okay.
And then we run into our little dance store. Just like every other activity you do, dancing has things that are required to it. If you're gonna play tennis, you can use a frying pan, but it's better with a tennis racket. We do dance shoes, we have sparkly dresses for the ladies who love them, sparkly shirts for some gentlemen if they want them, you know? And this is our wedding wall. We give our couples who come and do either father-daughter dances or first dances or mother-son dances the option to send us some photos afterwards, and we can go ahead, get them printed up, put them on the wall, and we just implemented this recently, and some of our students have already started sending us photos. So yeah, we're excited to celebrate everyone's dancing. This here is our main studio ballroom, and this is where the magic happens. This is where we'll have our private lessons, our group lessons, our practice parties. From morning to night, you'll find this place buzzing and full of people.
Cool. So today we are here at Dance Visions McKinney, and I'm here with the co-owner Craig Elsbury. Tell us a little bit about, so is it a franchise? Tell us a little bit about the Dance Visions.
Yeah, Dance Vision originally is a company out of Las Vegas,
Okay.
But my family owned the franchise region of Texas, and we do partner dancing for adults, basically. So we have 2 locations here in the Dallas area. We have one in Plano and one right here in McKinney.
Okay.
And then we have 3 franchisees in our Houston locations. The people in Houston are industry professionals who wanted to be a part of the Dance Vision
The franchise,
community.
okay.
That's correct.
The 2 here, McKinney and Frisco, that's your family, right?
Yeah, that's myself,
Okay.
my father John, and my stepmom Olga.
Do the 3 of you kind of rotate between the 2 studios essentially, or how does that work?
Yeah, we base ourselves between both of the studios, you know, day in, day out, and then we have a super established team of qualified professionals that teach in both those locations.
Tell us a little bit about how you got into just the dance arena. Is that always something that you've been involved with, like from a young age on, or?
Dancing's been a part of our family for decades. So my parents danced, their parents danced, their parents danced. So it wasn't really a lot of a choice originally. I grew up in a dance studio that my parents had in England, and started competing from age 6, and been fortunate enough to win a couple of world titles and travel around the world teaching dance. And then we relocated here to America, and now we run dance studios for social dancing with the great people of America. That's a terrible thing to say. That's so cheesy. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
What was the driving factor of you and your family relocating here to Texas of all the states?
Well, it's a funny story because in England, when you are in the dance industry, you have another job to support your dance industry habit. So it's something that you just do in the evenings for fun, basically. By coming to America, it's a real industry here, and American people love to dance, and it allows us to do our passion day in, day out, morning through night, you know? And originally we came to Florida. And we were in Florida for a short time. Yeah. And then just opportunity really brought us to Texas, and we're now all native Texans and not going anywhere anytime soon. So,
that's awesome.
Yes,
that's
indeed.
Cool. So in your studios, what types of dances, I guess, are taught in the studios?
We always kind of joke around and we say that we can teach 2 people any form of dance, any form of music that you can find. You just have to bring us your options, you know? So we do everything from the classic ballroom, like the waltzes, the tangos, the foxtrots. We go through the Latin, salsa, merengue, bachata, 2-step. If you can do it holding another person to music, then we can teach you how to do it, basically.
Any other like swing or?
Oh, yes.
Or I've seen disco, I think, on your schedule.
Yeah, we teach disco, hustle dancing, 4 different types of swing, single time, Lindy Hop, West Coast swing, East Coast swing. We do a whole range of things outside of just social dancing. So we have students who like to go on trips. So we do cruises and dancing vacations.
Nice.
Dance competitions, dance shows, wedding dances. So yeah, pretty much if you can imagine doing it with dance, we're going to find a way to help you manage to do that.
For all the single people out there that don't necessarily have that partner yet, is this something that they can come in and join in as well?
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that we're really happy about is within Dance Vision, if you don't have a partner but you want to learn how to dance, then we have, like I said before, a qualified team of professional instructors who are here and ready to help you take your first steps and get you dancing.
Wonderful. As far as the studio is set up, are there group lessons? Are there individual lessons? We talked a little bit about some of the parties. How does that work?
So we believe in a 3-tier system of learning.
Okay.
And with our 3-tier system, everyone in the studio is taking private lessons. Those private lessons are where you get your core techniques and you really learn how to apply yourself to the music and have fun with it, yeah? And then we have group lessons, and those group lessons are very structured to give material, so it gives you new steps and new activities in your learning.
Okay.
And then we have our practice parties, which are just a lot of fun. So yeah, they're great for repetition, and you can get out there and practice what you're learning.
Yeah.
But also it's a great way to connect with the community. You know, so many people have been stuck at home for so long now, looking at the 4 walls.
Yeah.
And it's a great way of getting out and just meeting people again and having social time.
What would you say is the most popular form of dance that when students come here, they're like, I definitely want to do this one?
Again, great questions today. I would say being in Texas, probably 80% of people walk through our front door wanting to do 2-step.
Okay.
Salsa is another really popular one.
Okay.
But don't laugh, the dance that most people connect with and end up becoming really like, I cannot not do this dance is the tango. People love the drama and the romance that comes with the tango. Yeah, so.
Wow.
So many people come to us and they don't know about dancing at all.
Right.
So they're just like, I want to try dancing. We're like, great, what type of dancing you want to do? And they're like, I have no clue. What is there to do? So our first level of dance becomes very much like a buffet of dance, if you would like.
Yes,
you know, so
yes.
you get to try all the different things that you like, and then very quickly you ascertain, well, I really like doing this, and this one is not really for me, you know?
Yeah.
And then we're able to really tailor your learning towards the dances that you either feel you're gonna use a lot or that you just can't do without and you really enjoy doing. You know?
Yeah.
So many people, when they come in, they're like yourself, they're successful at what they do in life. So they already know how to do what you wake up every day and you don't think, well, I wonder how I should be a realtor. You know, you're good at that and that's why you do it.
Yeah.
But when you go and learn something new, whether it's dance or art or just, I don't know, writing, whatever it may be, you have to go through a re-education process, you know? But what we try and do in the studio is we try and make it really fun and really easy for you to go past those first steps so you can start to come into the studio and be like, oh, I do know what to do. I do know how to move through the foxtrot and,
and you gain confidence and
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's a big piece of it as well. Just in anything that you do, just that gaining that confidence and saying, oh yes, I can go to the next step. I want to go to the next step because I feel more confident.
And it's a motor skill, so it becomes easier over time, which increases your confidence too.
Yeah.
You know?
Tell me a little bit about what types of competitions, if someone wanted to come in and start learning, but then they wanted to compete either on a solo level with their significant other or even, I don't know if there's any partner dancing teams, because I've seen that before.
Okay.
Are those things that are offered or that you can kind of connect people to?
So first of all, let me make it clear, probably less than 3% of our entire client base do competitions. And one of the things that people are concerned about when they do come in, sometimes people walk in the front door and the first thing the guy says is, I'm not going to do a competition. So we're not a competitive studio. We have a competitive aspect to it, but at the same point, our main focus is helping people social dance. Yeah. But once someone does decide they want to compete, we have a whole range of things that they can do with that. Whether they want to dance with their significant other, or whether they want to dance with what we call pro-am, where they would dance with a professional. And that could be an amateur male with a professional lady, or an amateur female with a professional male. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we have local competitions here in Texas. We have competitions across the states.
Okay.
We've taken people previously to the Paris
wow.
to go and do competitions. So there's the scope to travel, as people like to as well.
Yeah.
Team-based is a little more difficult to get into.
Okay.
We don't do formation teams per se, but we do things like team matches and dance workshops and mini matches where your contribution helps the final result for the team. Then we do that versus other studios versus other competitors, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, and they're kind of fun. They're always themed. So we have one coming up soon, which is Disco.
Almost like a tournament.
Yeah, a little bit, like a tournament between studios sometimes. It's fun.
So are there any programs that you have either specifically for kids that are offered here at the studio, and do you offer them only in the summer or also during the school year as well?
So this is something that we're looking at right now. So we do allow children to come into our studios. They're always learning in the same way as our adults are, though. So we don't have a range of children's classes in the evenings and things like that. Mainly because we're an adult-focused studio, and many people come here to get away from their kids. And if they came in and there's like 30 kids in the corner having a group class, then it wouldn't be having the same impact for them for their date night or their alone time. It is something that we've been talking about, whether it's something we can offer during the summer, maybe in the mornings, but we don't have anything firm to be able to bring to the people yet.
So coming soon.
We hope so, but we'll see.
Hopefully.
Yeah, watch this space,
So what makes Dance Visions Studios different than some of the other studios here in the area?
That's a great question. Firstly, whenever you come to a Dance Vision studio, no matter who you walk on the floor, whether it's an owner, a manager, or a teacher, everyone is professionally qualified. So every single person knows, or within those walls, knows how to teach, knows the professional syllabus, and you know that not just is your dancing safe, but your body and your health is safe in their hands as well. The other thing is, we really do provide an end-to-end solution to get you where you're going. So a lot of people come to us because they've had experience and they've gone and they've taken an 8-week series of group classes. And they say, well, I didn't really feel like I learned how to dance. And the reality is those group classes are fun. All group classes are fun. But being able to offer a private lesson into group lesson into practice party solution for our students means that we can give them personalized time to learn what they really need to, and then group lesson time to interact and practice, and then those practice parties to really put it out there without an instructor alongside them, and just be able to say, oh, I'm starting to use it, And
I think it's really important to learn just the basics before you're even in a group setting. And the group stuff is fun. I mean, I've done a lot of the group classes myself. Even when we were in college, it was all group. It was like, well, I'm not going to pay for private lessons. I just want to do a group thing and have fun, which is good. And I think that everyone has a different way of, a different goal in mind. But I do like the, just having the experience of being here in the studio. I do like that personalized, 30 minutes of we're going to get really serious about the steps. Here are the basic things, and then the review at the end is also really helpful. And then I know that you also allow, if I wanted to videotape myself, so that way I could get better and improve, like there's that option too. So whereas in a group setting, it's like you're with everyone, so you don't necessarily have permission to,
to put everyone out there
on camera. So yeah, I think it's a really, I love the system and the way you're teaching the dance classes from my experience as a student here.
Ultimately, we're a lot of fun, but we're an education facility, So the time that people spend with us here, whether that's for just a week or whether that's for a season, they acquire a skill. And our job when you come in and dance with us, or when anyone comes in and dances with us, is to say, okay, through this next period of time, A to Z, here's what we expect you to learn. And come the end of that, we hope that you decide to dance with us forever and ever and ever, and you become a lifetime client of Dance Vision. But if you don't, this is what you'll leave with. And this is how you should be able to use that, And being able to mix the private lessons, the group lessons, and the parties together just means we have all the tools we can to make you successful in those goals, So.
How long have you been here at this McKinney and the Plano locations?
Plano has been there for 4 years now.
Okay.
And the McKinney location for 14, 15 months.
Okay. So right around that 2020 into 2020?
Yeah,
essentially,
roughly around.
timeframe?
I think we opened our doors like a week before Thanksgiving in November.
Okay.
And then we had Snowmageddon come through, and we just built out the space, and then a pipe burst next door, and it flooded, and we had to rebuild out again in February. And the clients that had joined us traveled to Plano for 2 or 3 months.
Oh
yeah,
my
it was, yeah, it's been fun, but we're very lucky because people have come in their droves. The people of McKinney love to dance. So.
That's good. That's good. So where can people find you if they're looking to get involved with Dance Vision, whether it's in the McKinney or the Plano location?
Yeah, so we have a master website for Texas, which is Dance Vision Texas,
Okay.
spelled out, not the TX, dancevisiontexas.com.
Okay.
And that'll give details of all 5 of the locations. For anyone who wants to try dancing, we run a new student special on there. It's 2 30-minute lessons for $50. And then if you're into your social media, we have our Facebook,
Okay.
and we have our Instagram, and each studio has their own Facebook and Instagram, so it'd be Dance Vision Plano or Dance Vision McKinney.
Okay.
And then we have our regional Dance Vision, which is Dance Vision Texas. So
Okay.
there's lots of social stuff to follow, and videos.
Yeah, but the
and
most
pictures.
important ones are the Dance Vision McKinney and the Dance Vision Plano.
Absolutely.
Because they're here in the area.
Absolutely, of course.
So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And for the other video that we did about the comedy arena, you want to watch this one right here. For the video about Cinnaholic, you want to watch this one right here. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.